Over the weekend, President Bukele of El Salvador announced that he is going to create the world's first Bitcoin city. What the hell is Bitcoin City? Well, before we talk about Bitcoin City, we got to go back and remember El Salvador. Nobody really even knew where it was on a map before the beginning of this year. But in June at the Bitcoin conference here in Miami, they announced with a partnership of Strike and CEO Jack Mallers that El Salvador was going to make Bitcoin legal tender. They not only went ahead and proposed that legislation, got it passed a couple of days later, but on top of that, they have continued to execute over and over and over again. Not only is Bitcoin now legal tender in El Salvador, but on top of that, they also created a Bitcoin wallet and payment system called Chivo. Over 50% of Salvadorians, 6.5 million people in the country, have gone ahead and already downloaded it and started to use it. They also launched a network of 200 Bitcoin ATMs throughout their country and some in the United States as well. And then lastly, they also went ahead and created a Bitcoin mining facility that is plugged into an energy production facility that is built into the side of a volcano. Yes, they're using volcanic energy in order to mine Bitcoin. All pretty cool. While most people run around, they talk about Bitcoin, or they propose these magnificent plans, El Salvador has continued to say, this is what we're going to do. And then they go and they execute it. And for a government, not only do they execute, but they execute at a very, very high level and very, very quickly. So when President Bukele over the weekend said that he was going to build Bitcoin City, a lot of people leaned in. What exactly does that mean? Well, the Bitcoin City is pretty simple. They are going to build a brand new city in El Salvador at the foot of a volcano. And that city is going to have a couple of key features. They are going to reimagine and use a renewal of old ideas around energy, around space, and around taxation. When you start to think about what that really looks like, the first is that they are going to plug the city into the volcano. What do I mean by that? They are going to use that volcanic energy in order to make sure that there is zero CO2 emission, and that volcanic energy is going to be what will ultimately power Bitcoin City. On top of that, too, space. They are going to build what looks like a circular type of city. That circular type of city will have a very open middle area, a gathering place for the people of the city. From an aerial view, they say that it will look like the Bitcoin logo in the middle of the city. But when President Bukele was talking about the creation of this new city and the layout, he specifically referenced Alexander the Great and all of the cities that he built back in ancient times. Alexander the Great built Alexandria, Egypt, and has built one of the most breathtaking geographic locations. And so now President Bukele is going to try to recreate a lot of that magic in Bitcoin City in El Salvador.